Welcome to another edition of My Opinion here on My Opinion TV. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. And this morning we want to look at a few topics, but first up is an incident that happened in Chapelton, Clarendon yesterday, where a 61-year-old woman, Sharon Cole, was reportedly chopped to death by her ex-lover, based on what we are hearing. And the Chapelton police are now searching for the man who they suspect inflicted the fatal chop wounds on the 61-year-old woman in McDonald district in Crooked River on Monday. Reports from the Chapelton police that are at about 5:10 p.m. Cole reportedly got into an argument with a man. It is alleged that the argument escalated and the man used a machete to chop Cole several times all over her body. She was rushed to hospital where she was pronounced dead. On arrival, the Chapelton police are urging the suspect to turn himself in. They are also urging residents to share any information that could lead to his arrest and charge by calling them. Now, at 61-year-old, and based on what we are hearing on the ground, that she decided to separate from this abusive person, and he decided he wanted none of it. And based on what we are reading elsewhere, is also that he physically abused her a few months back and she reported it to the police. The police took him in and talked to him and then released him. Some residents and even family members are up in arms with the police. But you have to understand that when it comes on to domestic disputes, especially lovers' quarrel, sometimes the police are hesitant to act in the sense that at the end of the day, these two persons normally get back together and then it would come across as being stupid based on how the police would uh, deal with the situation. Now, look at this situation is that he became physical with this woman and she decided to walk away. Now, is it a case where these men nowadays, they don't believe that a woman should walk away from them? Is it a case where they believe that a woman is tied to them for the rest of their lives? Just as how when a person passes on, whenever a relationship between a man and a woman ends, each individual must take it as if the person has passed and keep it going. I know sometimes it's not easy as I'm saying, right? But at the end of the day, your safety is very, very important. Now, you chop this woman to death, right? Now, what is going to happen to you? One is either you commit suicide, two, the community catches you and give you mob justice, and three, the police hold on to you. You'll be in prison for the rest of your life at 61. So I'm suggesting that this lady at 61, this man might be close to that age, right? And based on what we are hearing, is the ex-lover of this woman. But I guess the police will continue to do their investigation. I hope he will make good sense prevail and turn himself over to the police. And based on what I'm hearing, how this man chopped this woman, clearly he did not chop her for her to survive any at all. Her left hand was severed based on pictures we have seen, right? These pictures are so gruesome you can't even show it. But we hope that when the police, we hope he will have make good sense prevail. We hope the cops will hunt him down and will find him, and we hope all the persons who know him will give the police the relevant information and turn him over to the police so he'll have his day in court. But we must reach a stage in our nation where whenever there is disagreement, we seek other alternative to resolve it rather than violent means. These men, these people today, society, it seems as if the best way to end a dispute is violence. And especially as of late, the relationships between man and woman, as soon as it deteriorates, it turns out that one takes the life of the other. It comes on the back of where we are seeing a Calabar coach and a young lady was killed yesterday. We still aren't sure what the circumstances into that. But as I said, if you have to walk close your eyes and walk away. What you lose today, you might gain something better tomorrow. Violence is not the answer. Well, let me know what you think in the comment section. Just to follow up on the story we carried yesterday as breaking news, the former coach, assistant coach at Calabar, Nicholas Newville, who was found dead along with 19-year-old Rahima Edwards in an open lot in Portmore. Yesterday, we still haven't heard how he was murdered, whether it was by gunshot or any other means. We haven't heard really. Nothing much being said about how he died. All you hear is that he was murdered, right? And the 19-year-old Rahima Edwards, we don't know if they were involved in a relationship. We don't know what's the circumstances, as things seems to be on a hush as it relates to this situation, but we're still probing, trying to find out what's going on. I know some persons are taking issue with the fact that everybody's talking about Nicholas Newville, otherwise called Soapman. Nobody's really talking about the 19-year-old young lady. But, just to put it out there, due to the fact that Newville is well known, most people will talk about Newville. The young lady was not well known, so they will tend to not to say much. But that doesn't mean the importance of finding the killer of this 19-year-old and Newville is important. The 19-year-old life is just as important as Nicholas Newville's life. And as I said, we are not sure what's the relationship between Nicholas Newville, he's 38 years old, and 19-year-old Rahima Edwards. We see people stating that they were involved in a relationship, but I am not going to jump the gun, and I'm not going to say that because I really don't know. Where they were found was a place where persons normally teach their persons to drive. Persons, driving instructors use that area. And what is of concern and what is mind-boggling to me is that Newville lived in Waterford community that is just minutes away from where he was found, and they were found 6:30 a.m. in the morning. So I don't know if they were killed overnight or they were killed in the morning, but we are yet to get any form of concrete argument as it relates to what transpired. But as we know, the whole Calabar community is mourning. The Jamaica Athletics Association is also mourning because Newville was a member of some of its team that traveled overseas. He's a jump coach at Calabar. Now they have recently formed a track club, and he's a part of that. So, he's well known in the athletics field. So it will come across as if more persons are concentrating their energies on talking about the demise of Nicholas Newville, aka Soapman. But as I have said, that doesn't take away from the importance of the life of 19-year-old Rahima Edwards. As I said, I don't want to stress about a relationship, but some persons are cursing him based on the fact that he's 38 and he's 19 and she was 19. But persons found love at various ages, right? Whether she's a big woman now to make her own decision, but as I said, this is something I don't want to dwell in, and this is something I don't want to go into because there's no form of information. We hear all type of bantering on social media that they were involved in a relationship, that it's jealousy caused the death of both. But until I can get concrete evidence of that, I can't say anything. So this is just an update as it relates to the situation. Yesterday, when I did the story, I did not tell you the name of the young lady because up to that point, her identity was not disclosed. But now we can tell you she's 19-year-old Rahima Edwards. Not sure if she's from Waterford too, but as I said, the information is still not forthcoming. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Remember, this is just my opinion. Your opinion can be different from mine. So just drop us a line in the comment section. And the final bit of news we want to talk about is the Savannah police in Westmoreland seized a sniper rifle and several rounds of ammunition in Landilo Phase 1 on Monday. The police report that about 8:10 p.m., a team was on patrol along the main road in the community when two men, one carrying a bag in his hand, were seen walking along the roadway. The man reportedly dropped the bag when he saw the police. He and the other man fled the scene. The police say the area was searched, but the men were not seen. The bag was retrieved, and inside, the team found a Remington Woodmaster sniper rifle with 11.308 rounds of ammunition, according to the police. Now, I want to know, what are we doing? Are we fighting a war in Jamaica? Are we really about creating a country of mayhem, chaos, and all disorderly conduct? No, a gun, a sniper weapon, I'm going to show you on the screen. A sniper weapon. What is an average Jamaican young man doing with something like this on the street? It is not even a gun for, it's not even for to shoot birds. But how can a person feel comfortable walking around with this machine to take the life of normal citizens? It is not like we're in the Middle East where, in those countries they consistently have war against country. I can't recall Jamaica in any war with anyone. But yet still, these weapons are here. And the other question is how these weapons really get here. Our borders need strong, tighter security, and measures must be put in place that when a person is held with a firearm, the charge is so, the sentencing and the charge is so high that persons would never want to be caught with these. But I don't know what's taking place, but when you look at these situations, every day the police are finding guns, and it seems as if the more the police find is the more comes on the street. Now, this Remington Woodmaster sniper rifle, these are weapons that persons use in war. And as I said, I can't recall Jamaica in any war with anybody. It is citizens warring against citizens? No, it's not. It's just criminals going around with weapons, intimidating law-abiding citizens, and killing people at will. Killing people who they don't like, killing people who they rob, killing people who they have a beef with, and sometimes killing and robbing law-abiding citizens. But good job from the police. We hope at some point these persons who were in possession of this weapon will be found, bring to justice, and the relevant penalty be paid against them. But as I said, the more you read the news, the more you follow the news, is the more you feel like Jamaica is heading down destruction path. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Click the notification bell so as soon as a video is released, you'll be one of the first to be notified. Until next time, be safe. Look out for the children. Take care of a neighbor. Take care of a loved one. And don't forget to keep it locked on My Opinion TV.